Anthony, I want to thank you first of all for this description, because I'm sure it's not easy. And I know for everyone listening to you, it's almost unbearably painful to hear this testimony, but it's hugely important. I don't know how many of these experiences you had or how many sets of pictures you have, like of this little boy, Amir, but I think it's very important to humanize these figures. You know, every day someone in my situation, a journalist, every day I'm called upon to report on 28 killed today, 43, we're not sure. The IDF says, oh, you know, we don't think it was 79. That doesn't conform with our figures. And we end up somehow falling into a trap of dehumanization ourselves, of discussing whether the quote unquote Hamas figures are correct or the IDF figures, but they're not releasing them. And we get lost. And so this incident that you just described with such precision is an extremely important one to have out there. And I want to thank you. I want to ask you one more question. I don't know, actually, Ophir, how much time we still
I owe Olif one more answer, because he asked me about the amount of food, and that's a quick answer. Let me answer that one real quick, because this is also very important for people to understand. So the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation proselytizes their amount of aid that they've given, right? So just today, Johnny Moore, the head of GHF, is interviewing with Israeli news, and he keeps saying, we're the only ones doing it. Okay, well, you're the only ones doing it because you came into the process and said, UN, don't do it, we're going to do it. You took that on. You took on that responsibility. And then they say, we've delivered 92 million meals. And I look at that number and I say, you should not be proud of that. That is scary. That is inhumane, because if they've been delivering aid since the 26th of May to the 28th of July now. So 64 days, right? And then 64 days delivering to a population of 2.2 million total. I'm talking about total population, 3 meals a day. Well, 3 meals a day to 2.2 million people, and you've only done 92 million meals. You've only provided enough in 64 days. You've only provided enough for 13 days of food. What happened to the other 51 days of food? Even if you were to break out those 92 million meals to say that it's 1 meal a day, then at that point, it's like, what happened to that other week of food? We are starving people. We are starving them. And we're celebrating it with, look how great we did. And we did not do great. It is failing. And the people of Israel and the people of America and the people of the humane world that call ourselves human beings need to wake up and look at this, because, as you said, we cannot lose our way. We cannot become them. And when I mean them, I mean, we cannot become Hamas. We cannot become ISIS. Those are their tactics. We cannot become them. We must maintain our values. We must maintain our humanity. And what we're doing to the civilians in Gaza is inhumane and it's barbaric. And we will be on the wrong side of history if we continue down this road.